Go.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Ryan. Okay.
One.
Okay, come. I'm going to write a few rules to make up a word. Okay, let's say R. The next of R to I. It means that the
Red.
letter followed by R is I. Okay,
Red.
and then E. the
Eric.
next- Oh, you're getting this. I'm not finished yet.
Because I can see.
C. Okay.
Eric.
Yeah. Okay. E R
But
I
that's
C. Okay.
possible.
Yeah. Look. E to.
No, but that's a capital I. That's a lowercase.
Okay. Good job. Okay.
Hey, and that one has lines and this one doesn't.
Okay, so we are given a list of these rules. Yeah.
And they need to return the word.
Return the word. Yeah. And also
What
the
if
only
it isn't possible?
it's valid input. Okay, so
What if it isn't a word?
good. Yeah. But
Yeah.
the thing is that it's always valid. Okay, it's always valid. So
Wow.
and the word doesn't contain the duplicate letters. Okay, if you give a DAD, right? It doesn't have these, yeah. It doesn't have these. It doesn't have cycles, yeah. It doesn't have pointing back, yeah. Because look, if you put this D to A to D, okay. So we don't have the input for this. So all the letters in the word is unique, yeah, unique. Okay, first of all,
But
unique.
what if they're the same?
That's what I'm saying. There's no unique. There's no duplicate letters, okay? Yeah.
What if there is?
If it is, then there's no way to use the algorithm. There's no way to do it because there could be a different the result would not be unique, right? If there's a duplicate numbers, then there could be different results. Okay, got it? Okay, let's try again. Okay, I'm not going to write the Ryan this time. Okay, just guess. Okay, just guess. P to A. Okay.
Ha.
S to P. Okay. I to N. A to I.
Spain.
Spain. Yeah, Spain. Yeah.
They speak Spanish.
Okay. S to P. Let's check. S to P. A to I to N. P to A. Okay. So you got it, yeah. Okay. So given these rules, we want to restore. We want to get the original word. Okay. Is it clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
Any idea? Any idea? How do we do it? How do we do it? From these rules, what can we get? What can we learn from these rules? What can we learn from these rules?
They're next to each other.
Next to each other. And apart from that, what can we learn?
Like SP goes to, so P was next, PA
Yeah.
was next to A, AI was
Yeah.
next to
Oh, good. So the first thing of this is what are you trying to do? Yes, you follow it, but follow from where? Good. That's a very good starting point. So where to follow? You're following these, yeah. P to A to I to N, yeah, because they're rules. So the most important thing is to find out which one is the what? Which one do we start? Okay, so which one is the start? Right? Okay, there's one part missing. So we want to find the first letter. From these rules, how can we tell which letter is the first one?
So we check through all of them. If the one who only appears once is the line you start from.
Yeah, well done. Yes, good job. Yes, if it appears only once, okay. Look, from S to P, yeah, P to A, right? Okay, so look, for example, this P, you got S to P, and you also have P to A, right? But how about the last one? Look, last one, I to N.
Oh yeah.
But the last one is also appear once.
Hey.
Almost there, almost there.
In the litter tray.
Okay, that's fine. I'll clean it later. Okay. So
Is it? Wait, I got a question. If you do like S to P, does S have to go first?
the P, it means that P is next to S. Okay? It just means P is next to S.
Okay.
So look, if you say appear once, N and S appear only once. So how can we tell if it's
So
S or P?
if S is in the first place?
If S is the plus, how do we know if N is? Look, Whereas S is in the first, N is
Yeah.
in the last. Okay, so we want to find out the letter which appear only once.
Like if we start from here, it does this one. Wait, like if it S to P, does P go after S?
Yeah, P go after S. Yes,
Yeah.
P is next to S. Okay. Okay, what you doing? What you writing? Okay, so you understand, yeah? So look, your solution is okay. There are only two letters, S and N, which only appears in one, yeah? But we have to distinguish between S and N. So S, yeah, the root is the beginning, N, the last one, yeah? So this is the integrate. So if we have this, the P, the integrate, right? We call it integrate. And then P to A, this is outegrate. So we want to find a letter which doesn't have any integrate, right? Because it doesn't have, we don't have any letters going through the S, right? Okay? Yeah, and then we follow this S to P, P to A, follow this, okay? But if you don't, this is a very efficient algorithm. But first of all, if you don't have this, if we don't detect, we don't have this efficient algorithm, we can always brute force. How can we brute force? I'm just going to say this idea, brute forcing, yeah. Brute forcing. First of all, we find the number of letters from these rules, yeah, because we can find out the letter which is 5, S-P-I-I, span, right? Span, the 5 letters, and we can brute force this. Yeah, this is the set. We compute this in a set, and then we brute forcing it using a different permutation. And remember permutation. 1, 2, 3. The permutation. How many permutations are these? Permutation. Different orders. How many permutations?
6.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 2. 2, 1, 3. 2, 7, 3. 3, 2, 1. 3, 1, 2. 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Because you look at the first position, you have 3 letters. 3 choice. The second position you have 2, right? The third choice you have 1. So 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. The fourth permutation, if there are 5, is 5 factorial, right? So if you are n letters, if the rules have n letters, right? So the complexity is O(n) factorial. Once we have O(n) factorial, this is the number of the possibility permutation, their permutation. Then we need to check if it is the same rule of this. If it satisfies all the rules, right? So this needs to do another O(n), right? O(n), right? Am I right?
Yes.
You need to go through these rules one by one. Go through these rules. But how do you know? Go through these rules and then you need to find, how do we check if it satisfies the rule, right? You need to use this find to find out the number of the characters and then its next one. So look, if we have this span, we need to find out the P, which is at this position, and we have to check its next one. If it's A, then if it's not A, then we return the false. It doesn't satisfy this rule, right? So look, we have to go through the n rules, for example, the n rules, and for each character we have to use the find or index, index to find out the index of this character, the A, this character P, in the permutation, this another n. So O(n) factorial times n. So this is very, very slow, okay? So we're not going to go implement this one, but we can use it's a permutation, yeah? We can use what permutation? The Python, the Python has a iter2 of permutation. So what does it mean?
That's a slow
permutation. So look, we can from iter2, import permutation. We can use this permutation. Yeah, and then we can do that. If these letters, if all the letters in a set, if it's in a set, okay, you need to calculate. We need to process the rules and put it in a set, and we can do this for P in permutation. Permutation letters. Okay, then we can need to check P. If we need to check if satisfy all the rules, then return P. Return this permutation, return P. P is a tuple, okay? It will return, for example, if it's let's say Eric, it will return this E R I C. Okay, you will return this tuple. You
Why,
repeat the
why
tuple.
always you write my name? The first two letters are capital and the third
Okay,
letter
okay,
is
okay. E
lowercase.
R I C. Okay. Okay, so this is a proof for thing. Okay, now we're not going to go into the detail with the check function, but you know what we are going to check. Yeah, we found first of all we find out the we find out the index of the first letter in the root, which is we use the index. Yeah, we use the index to index function will return the index of first occurrence letter, right? And if it's a string or list, we can also use the find. The difference between the index and find is what? The index throws raise an exception if the thing you are looking for does not exist in the list in the tuple, but find would return -1 if it doesn't exist. And then index only we can use the index method for the tuple, but we can't use the find method in the tuple. Okay, that's another difference. Okay, so for we can implement the second one. First of all, we need to find out the first letter. Okay. Define, let's say, construct the word. Yeah, construct the word. And we have the rules. Yeah, we have rules. So let's say we want to find out. Look, we want to have this data. This data equals a set, right? Right. Then we can do this for rule in rules. Okay. Let's say the rules is like that. E to R, right? E to R. Let's put it in a string, okay? E to R. Let's say E bigger than R, okay? That means that R is next to E. So we first of all A B equals rule dot split. What split mean? Split by this one, eh? Split by the bigger equal. So A is E, B is R, okay? And now what should we do? First of all, we put all the letters in a set, right? Let's say data dot add. This is a hash set. Yeah, we put A in, and then we also put a B in, right? We also put a B in, right? Now the A. Finally, the data we contain what? Is a set. Yeah, it's a set of what? E, R, I, C. Okay. Right, this is the data set, and then now we need to go through the rule again. Let's go through the rule again, and then let's take one out. Okay, take one out at a time. This is the same. A B equals rule dot split. This is the same. Okay. Data dot remove what? We want to remove which one? Look, E to R, R to I to C. Okay, so we want to remove which one? Data dot remove what? So we have data which is ERIC, right? ERIC, we already know ERIC in the data. There are 4 characters. And then now we go through the rule again. We want to remove which bit?
Arrows.
No, we want to remove this or this from the data. So we can get the first characters.
We need to remove this.
Yes, so we remove the B,
Wow.
yeah? Okay?
Whoa.
Look, we remove the B, yeah? And then now the first letter is what? The current letter is first letter is what? This is the data, it's a list. Yeah, we convert it to list. You contain only 1 character because we don't have duplicate numbers. We only have unique numbers. And then what? The first character. The first because there's only 1 element. So CUR is the first character. And then we store this answer here. Yeah? Answer equals this. Answer equals CUR because this is first letter. And then what we do? Wire CUR. Okay, so we also need the mapping. Yeah, we also need the mapping from A to B. Yeah, so let's say the mapping M. This is a dictionary. Yeah, and then we do what? MA equals B. So we know the next character of A is B. Okay, so we use a dictionary. Look. Okay, then we look. We current. Why this is current is still in mapping. Yeah, look. The last letter does not have mapping, yeah, because look, ERIC. The C doesn't have the next letter, right? every other letter has the next letter. M E equals R, M R equals I, M I equals C. So why we still not in the next?
C has a next letter for I.
No. C doesn't have any letter. Look, it's from I to C. C doesn't have go. C goes nowhere. Okay, so for current in I, why current in M means that we are not reaching the last letter. Then we build it. We need to answer plus equal M current, right? And then what current equals M current, right? So we are moving to the next one and return answer. Okay? Okay? You see? So the time complexity, we're going through the rules 1 time, 2 times, still linear, yeah? And then we go through the letters. So the time complexity will be ON, right? Because look, this ON is the number of characters in the original word, okay? Yeah? Anyway. Yeah, sure. So look, we're using a set, yeah? So data, first of all, we put all the characters in it, right? This is we put all the characters in which have ERIC. And the second part, we are removing the next characters from the set. So we remove RIC, then RIC. So what do we have left? Is E, which is the first character. Then we start building the first character. Yeah. When we are not reaching the end of character, when the mapping, look, M is the dictionary. Yeah, dictionary. MA equals B, so we can use the key to look for the next characters, and then we build it. M current is the next characters, and then we move in the current characters. Look, if it R, I'm current at R, and I put the answer. I append this R to the answer, which is, for example, R, right? And then I move it to the next one, which is I, and I move it to the next one. I build it along the way. Yeah, and return the answer. So we are using the set. We can also using the mapping, the dictionary. Yeah, dictionary. Remember the default dictionary, yeah? From collections import dictionaries, and we can do what? We can data. If it's a dictionary, we can do the data A plus equals 1 and data B minus equals 1. Okay. So what does it mean? Look, let's take this example, ERIC, for example. Okay, and then you know what I'm talking about. Data, okay. Data A plus equals 1. So look, ERIC, yeah, ERIC. Data will have these keys. This is the key and a value. So look, E to R, so E will plus 1, R will minus 1. Okay. R to I, R will plus 1, I will minus 1. I to C, I will plus 1, C will minus 1. Okay, so what do we have? All the intermediate characters, ERIC, all the intermediate characters, they will be 0, right? Yeah? The first letter will be 1, the last letter will be minus 1, right? So we just have to look through these keys. We just have to look through the keys and find out the value which is bigger than 0, okay? And in this case, we can find the first character. The last letter is negative, right? Got it? Make sense? Yeah? And then in this case, we don't need to go through this second iteration to remove it. We can only just go through the rules once, right? But still, we still have to keep this mapping. You know, we need to keep the mapping. M, like I, needs to be equals to C, right? Right? So this key will be the current character, and then the value will be its next characters, right? Next characters. Make sense? Okay, can you tell me, what's your approach? You don't have to write the code, but you need to tell me. Okay, I'll give you an example and you tell me what it is, okay? Let's see. I'm trying to think of another word, okay? I'm trying to think of, and you need to tell me what it is. Okay? Let's see. W to I.
Wait.
No. Z to E.
With E.
No, it's not connected.
Why?
S to W.
Hey. Sweet. Swize.
No, yeah.
It's like swy. Sweet.
Okay.
Swy. Sweet.
Okay, I need to think about it, okay? Wait. Okay, not moving it. W to I, have it. S to W, have it. L to A,
Huh?
N to D. L to A, N to D, A to N.
We need to know what I connects to.
Z to E, yes, E to R.
Swize.
Okay, so what's it? What's this letter?
Wait.
Come on, you can think about it. Think about it too. Think about it. What's that?
Swizer. What does it doesn't show what I connects to, and it doesn't show what R connects to.
Oh yeah, I to Z. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I to Z.
And what does R go to?
R.
Yeah.
R to L. Yeah, whoa, well done. R to L. Okay. Anything missing? No, I think it's that.
SWLAND. Swize.
Okay, you can write it down. What's this? Z to E.
Swy.
Okay.
Swy.
Okay. So remember, first of all, we need to find the first letter. Yeah.
Swizer.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And N
So
to
D. Yeah, and D. Yeah, Switzerland. Okay, good job. So can you tell me how do you find the S in the first place? How do you know this is the first one?
Because they won. Because that's the first one you.
Okay.
Okay, start from S.
Okay, it doesn't have to start. I mean, yeah. Remember, we talk about going through yeah, and this we don't have any rules that goes to S. Yeah, you see? Yeah, this column doesn't have any letters with S. What does it mean? So it means S is the first one. Okay, make sense? Yeah.
Is that how you spell Switzerland?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
It doesn't look like it's spelled correctly.
Okay, let's I don't know. Or maybe there's a T. Switzerland. Okay, there's a T missing. Okay, that's it for today. Good job.
Bye.
Bye bye.